The time has come to uncover the snowy forces of the Khione Starter Deck and learn all about her wicked Frostbite in Divine Champions Lifestream. Khione is known as the Goddess of Snow and represents the Frost element, and is one of our 2 returning Divines in Lifestream that is getting a feature showcase in our starter decks. In today's video, we're going to be revealing all of the cards in the Khione Starter Deck and reveal a handful of new cards that have never been seen before, including new champions and one of the most powerful support runes Khione could have asked for. Up first, the Frost Divine Khione. When you cast Khione, you can enchant multiple Frost Spirits to it, and then disenchant Frost Spirits from Khione to return a 1-Spirit Frost Elestral from your underworld to your hand. This ensures that you're never truly running out of Elestrals throughout a clash, and you're able to take advantage of once those Elestrals hit the underworld. There's a handful of synergistic cards that are going to be paired with Khione as her champions for this set. Up first, we've got Abominursa, a brand new Ursa Elestral with 4 attack and 1 defense that says when it destroys another Elestral in battle, you can Nexus a spirit from your Khione to the Abominursa, and then special ascend it into a Glaciursa from your hand or deck. This means you can retrieve the old Glaciursa from Frostfall, or grab the new champion of Khione Glaciursa to deal massive amounts of damage to your opponents. The new Glaciursa hits the field with 13 attack and 4 defense, and it states that when it destroys an Elestral in battle, they must also expend a spirit equal to the number of spirits enchanting each Khione on your field, meaning that you can use this Abominursa as a turbo engine to not only destroy something, but then Glaciursa out and deal even more damage to your opponent, and then they're forced to deal with a massive threat. Ursko, Champion of Khione, is also returning from Firestorm into this starter deck, as well as a brand new Ursa Elestral and one of the most important glue pieces to Khione's package, Ursicle, Champion of Khione. This Ursicle is a 3 attacker with 4 defense that states when you cast this Ursicle, you can search your deck for a Khione or a Khione's Frostbite and add it to your hand. This means that you have easy access to your Khione throughout the clash, and you also have access to one of the strongest supporting cards in the game, Khione's Frostbite, which is going to ensure that you're able to win combat at a higher pace. With all that said, it's time to break down Khione's signature rune, Khione's Frostbite. This is a brand new counter rune that only costs 1 frost, and it says that this can only be played if Khione is enchanted or a Khione is in your underworld, further extending the applications of this card effect. You can target a Frost Elestral until the next turn, give it +2 attack, and an additional +1 attack for each Frost rune in your underworld. This becomes an incredibly powerful counter rune tool as a battle trick as we move to the battle phase in the mid to late stages of the clashes. Getting a +2 buff is huge in its own, but being able to add an additional +1 for each Frost rune in the underworld has insane potential for Frost decks, especially with their added support with new cards like Blizzard. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Very, very strong counter rune for the Khione suite. So now you have the consistency with the Ursicle being able to search these 2 cards, and you've got a really cool strategy that revolves around the Ursa Elestrals and a handful of other champion cards we're going to talk about next. Infrostix, Champion of Khione, hits the field with 3 attack and 5 defense, one of the strongest stat lines we've released. When a Frost Elestral is returned from your underworld to your hand with your Khione's effect, you can special cast that Elestral with a Frost Spirit. That means that anytime you're returning things with Khione, you're actually just special casting them to the field, becoming one of the strongest value engines in the game, generating additional Elestrals on field and even more board presence. You can pair that up with the brand new Morlith, Champion of Khione, which is a 5 attack with 3 defense. This card can be normal cast out if your Khione is enchanted, making it so you can access this 2-cost Elestral very easily. When you activate your Khione's effect, you can search your deck for a 1-Spirit Frost Elestral and send it to the underworld. That means that you can utilize this in tandem with Khione to send any Elestral that's a 1-cost to your underworld, and then Khione's effect will immediately be able to add it to your hand. This becomes kind of like a Narpoon on steroids in the context of a Khione deck. A lot of very cool implications here with the new Morlith. You are already familiar with one of the strongest Frost cards we debuted in Firestorm, Brumelink's Champion of Khione, with the flexibility to search both Blizzard and of course Mountains of Boreas to establish various strategies. Blizzard has proven to be a very powerful card, removing opponents' runes, but now Brumelink's will have even more flexibility as it can search out the powerful Blizzard Whiteout, a brand new counter rune for Frost Elestrals to take advantage of a very strategic set of plays. This new counter rune states that it can only be played when your opponent activates effect that targets one of your Frost enchanted Elestrals. Negate that effect. That Elestral cannot be attacked this turn. So let's say your opponent goes to Earthquake you. Nope, you can negate the Earthquake, and then you can't be attacked for the rest of the turn on the Elestral that was targeted. You can do this against Gorgon's Gaze and a handful of other effects. Absolutely nuts. This counts for rune effects and Elestral effects, and is going to provide incredible protection for your Frost Elestrals. This is another step forward to us enhancing our counter rune suite and providing additional tools for various decks to access outside of our normal Omni counter runes that have been so prevalent in the game. Very excited for the implications of Blizzard Whiteout as we continue to explore and expand on strategies in the counter rune department for various archetypes. As always with Elestrals, we make some of our best cards available through our starter decks, and that does not change here with the Khione Starter Deck. Ice Age is coming to this starter deck as a new 3-cost invoke rune that allows you to board wipe your opponent if they do not have any Frost Spirits on their Elestrals. A very powerful removal card that'll go very nicely alongside the Cryoblast and other tools in the deck like Frostbite to ensure that you're winning combat. From there, we've got some familiar friends coming to the deck. Narpoon, Champion of Khione, alongside her Whale-Lance, being able to deal massive amounts of damage, nexusing those spirits into your Elestral row. We've got the OG Whale-Lance, which works even better as new title cards get introduced and the prevalence of the same name cards exists across decks. Narpoon as a reliable Frost Searcher, Catarant as a reliable healer, and of course Imfrostix coming to the deck as well, a very powerful card that's going to give you the opportunity to special cast out Elestrals from your underworld as well. From there, we've got the rune suite of this starter deck. Obviously, I mentioned Ice Age, and I mentioned Blizzard Whiteout and all of those tools, but we're also going to be introducing Scepter of Khione, Mountains of Boreas, additional support there for Khione, Ambrosia, Gorgon's Gaze, Pandora's Box, Shield of Achilles, and Spoiled Fruit, receiving a very well-deserved reprint here in the starter deck. A lot of great staple cards intertwined within this deck is going to make your play experience as a new player or a veteran player even better. And don't forget, this is Elestrals, baby, so you already know we've got stellar rares in these starter decks as well. There is going to be a brand new Reverse Stellar rare, Reverse Stellar KHIONE'S Frostbite. This is a must-have rune for anyone who's running Frost and Khione, or if you're an Ursa fan, the art looks really sick. You don't want to miss out on that. Reverse Stellars have an incredible pull chance in these starter decks and a great way to elevate your experience, as you not only get the chance at that, but you have 3 booster packs to open too, which also have stellar chances in them. And lastly, of course, we've got the serialized X out of 99 Stellar Ursicle, Champion of Khione. So you have 99 of these starter decks spread out throughout the world that are going to contain this incredible Ursicle Stellar, and this card is essential for the Khione strategy. I know I want to bling out my Khione deck. This is one you're definitely going to want to grab as well. So a lot of very awesome stuff going on with these incredible Stellar rares here in the Khione starter deck. For just 25 bucks, you're getting a comprehensive starter deck with 60 amazing cards, tons of staples, a great strategy, and don't forget those 3 booster packs that are coming alongside it. There's an opportunity to pull stellar rares, full arts, and much more, especially with our increased pull rates in Lifestream. And I want to shout out one of our brand new textured full arts coming to the set that is pullable in these booster packs is none other than the full art, alt art, textured Glaciersa Champion of Khione, one of the sickest arts we've ever done. Don't you go venturing out into the Elestral Wilds, because this Glaciersa is going to maul you. There's no doubt about it. Make sure you guys throw down for that. An epic experience. The Khione starter deck is top notch. And with that, we are concluding today's reveals for the Khione starter deck. Be sure to get your pre-orders in, as every pre-order with over 50 USD is going to receive the Stellar Sprouter Champion of Dionysus with your order as a scaling promo from 50, 100, and 150 USD spent. If you order from your local game store, you'll have an opportunity to get the Stellar Bubloon Champion of Aphrodite promo as well. So don't miss out on that, and don't forget about the pre-release events going on, where stores can run a pre-release event on our Play Network, and you, the players, will receive our first ever textured card, the full art Stellar Textured Baraboss, an incredible card to represent Lifestream in a big way. So go knock on your local game store's doors, tell them that they need to run a pre-release event for Elestrals, and tell them to hit us up. My team can help support. We've got Cam, we've got James, we've got George, and myself all ready to help. So hit us up in Discord and let us know how we can bring Elestrals to your shop to do a pre-release event for Lifestream. Make sure you stay tuned for more epic reveals and starter deck breakdowns. Head to shopelestrals.com and get your Lifestream pre-order in right now.